Hey YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good and your lives are going even better than that. I'm wearing the white t-shirt for the right occasion, so that sexy Synlakross t-shirt, because why the fuck not? And we have brand new Synlakross to be jumping into. This one called Last Tour Requiem. It's going to be interesting. It's kind of like a rethought, not a remaster, it's like a remade version of their very first EP, their first single. So this is the first that they're releasing to the public, and I honestly can't wait to hear it. It's going to be so good. I've just got back from the gym, so I'm a little bit late on this. I just spent the last 2 and a bit hours fucking doing cardio, so I'm a bit tired. So if you notice that, I'm sorry for that, but Synlakross is one of my favourite bands in the entire world. Patricia herself is an amazing person, and whenever we chat, she's just so nice and lovely to talk to. And honestly, like, if you want to support a band and that has like true really good intentions and really deserves it, man, Synlakross is one of those bands. But either way, let us jump into this. Is it bad I can already hear In Flames influences? Like without even trying. Ooh, what is this one? That's a very sexy beat. That's like Spanish? I know Spanish obviously, like Synlakross is Spanish, don't get me wrong, but it's interesting, man. Never expected that. Either way. Ooh, man, the energy is absolutely amazing, especially after I just came out from a fucking long session. That's so sick, man. I love the different vibe they're going to. As the very last release, 0K41 was very much a concept album, so it was very different to what they to their normal style. So it's so awesome to see them dropping shit that's very much back into their murder metal style, man. It's just so nice to listen to. Either way, let's keep going. I don't have enough lyrics to analyse it just yet, so bear with. Ooh, that girl was nicer. Alright, so we're about a minute into the song, and this is like, I love it so far. It's so fucking cool. Like I said, my Synlakross is just one of those bands which, for me personally, just don't really ever put out a bad song, and I could probably listen to them just forever. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I listen to them when I'm working out, I listen to them when I'm doing all kinds of things in my life. They're just one of those bands which are always like prevalent, like around me and things like that. So it's just awesome just to kind of see them dropping the shit and just see them really enjoying what they do. Patricia sounds like she's been improving her vocals quite a bit. Her growl style is improving. Like, she has obviously a natural mids going up to highs, but in a complete fire range. And then she's getting a lot of like nice, really nice, raspy, deep, dark, guttural, false chord growls, like as we go a bit lower within her vocal range. And honestly, her voice seems to be improving, like maturing. I don't know what the fuck to really say it, because generally when you're learning to growl, when you're learning to scream, right, your voice changes. So like your voice gets a little bit deeper maybe, or it changes in a way to kind of like, because you're manipulating your voice to sound a certain way, it kind of just comes out deeper and deeper and deeper the more you practice it. That's what I've noticed with myself and multiple other vocalists. If you go from their very first to the very last, you kind of just hear the deepness just kind of go like deeper. You know what I mean? Like sometimes just like start off deep and then they just end up going like the audio at that very end. But if they start while they're still relatively new to the whole growling thing, like maybe like a few years into it, you'll notice that gradual pitch and change down. It's so sick to listen to. But still, man, I am talking way too much, man. Either way, wake up. The future is unwritten. Basically self-explanatory. Shall we keep a minute of silence? Shall we break the strings with violence? Like, yeah. Shall we keep this minute of silence? Shall we just incite violence with the strings, like, you know, with the guitar strings, with all the strings, like, built into their music right now? Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up now. It's kind of a way of saying, like, wake up and see the world for what it really is. Wake up and see the world for how you can see it. Don't just rely on what everybody else is trying to see. You need to make up your own mind, and you need to see the world for how you really want to see it. For a lot of people, we see it in different ways. We see it negatively, we see it positively. It's just depending on what parts of the world you're looking at. Depends on where you're from and the things that have happened within your lifetime. People who've lived in third world countries that have been invaded every few years by countries like America, like, what you see is the actual real world, because you don't see all the bullshit and propaganda that we get in the Western countries, which is fucked up, and a lot of Westerners don't see it. But in all honesty, like, there's so many ways you could really take these lyrics. It's just like so much like singular interpretation you could really put on them. Everything they say is a lie. Everything they have is stolen. This is the twilight of the idols. Indivisible threads are the strongest ties. So everything they say is a lie. Everything they have is stolen. So everything the government's saying is a lie. Everything they have is stolen, such as taxes and the way they kind of manipulate the media in a lot of ways, and just the way they're going. At least that's the way I'm kind of taking it. It could mean something completely different, but it's kind of like, you know, you need to wake up from this illusion you're living in, that you have no importance in this world, you have no say in this world. This world is for everybody. It's not just for the powerful, for the rich, for those who attempt to control those of us who aren't quite awake and seeing the world for what it truly is. Just yet. This is the twilight of the idols, and the invisible threads are the strongest ties. So the invisible threads are kind of like, you know, the threads of the internet. So they're invisible, right? You can't see them. And you just see them weaving, creating ties between so many different kinds of people, and bringing people much stronger. So conflict can happen in, say, Australia, and people in England and America will know, like, almost instantaneously, because of the power of those invisible strings and threads. But yeah, let's keep going. I love the guitar, man. It's just going so soaring and awesome. Oh, the guitar work is so utterly beautiful. I love it. It's so great. The song is so deep. There's so many points to it. There's so many, just like, it's totally anti-government, anti-establishment, anti-everything. I just love the style, the vibe, the change from what we've heard very much recently into this sick style that they're just really going into. It's so sick to listen to, in all honesty, man, but still. Oh, are they losing their power? No. And who gives a damn about me? Oh, are they dirty? Are they less dirty and rich? No. They don't give a damn about you and me. As in, no, the rich, the really powerful, the ones, the fucking Amazons and fucking Facebooks and all those people of the world, the governments and all of that bullshit. They don't care about you and me as people. They want our money, they want our taxation, they want our literal money we get to spend on things. They want all of that. But as for caring about the planet, caring about the people on the planet, that is a whole other issue that's not really going to be a thing. Like, because those people are so wound up and so concerned about money and how money is affecting them, even though most of these people have more money they can feasibly spend in an entire lifetime, 3, 4, 5, 10 fucking lifetimes for some of them, man. But still, open your eyes and wake up now. And then yeah, it's basically the same thing, man. It's like so crazy just to see it all going on. The guitar style is just what made me pause, because I was like, you know what, I love that it's just going, you know, from like, you got the deep dark of the song, and then like the guitar was just soaring overhead, going like behind and then going up and across and over, and it's just so sick, mate. But still, let's keep going. I love the guitar, man. It's so nice. That is such a sick, like, switch, man. Fuck. I had to pause it just because, like, that switch, I have to, like, you know, because if I don't do the before and then I go straight into the switch, I'll kind of forget things before it. So I kind of need to go into what I've already heard before we go into that switch and the very end of the song. But still, her voice is just so sick, man. Like, her fries are ridiculous, and her gutturals are getting so low, man. They're so nice to listen to. Like, just the way she is, like, obviously, like, Patricia's Spanish, right? Her pronunciation used to be, I can't even, how did I fuck that up, man? Her pronunciation is, like, not the best a lot of the times, but in this, it's like 99%, man. There's only 1 or 2 words I've heard where it's not been on point in terms of the way it's meant to be pronounced. And that's sick. Like, just in the way she's really doing it. Like, I love her voice, I love her growls, especially. Like, in this, her growls are amazing. And I love the whispered parts and the way she's kind of formulating her cleans just to add aggression. Because you can feel the passion and the power and the pure aggression of everything coming together as a band and as people, as like, because Patricia writes all the lyrics in Synlakross, she writes all of that, and she kind of just, like, has all that feeling and passion put into everything that she's ever done, and it's really showing in this band so much. It's just, like, in this song specifically, it's really showing that, like, they're just doing so well with what they're doing. Like, they're beginning to grow and grow and grow and become even better than what they started as. Then 0K4M1, I cannot wait to hear the rest of this EP. It's going to be ridiculous. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Don't follow the path. They will devour you until there is nothing left. As in, yeah, there will, like, if you try to follow that path into riches and fame and fortune and becoming fucking Hollywood star or whatever the fuck you want to do, right? They'll most likely devour you because that's what people do. 95% of people who go to Hollywood get devoured by it, get destroyed by it, get their dreams and hopes fucking just dashed to the wind, and just there's no point, like, and there's so many other things that you want to do. Actually, having your hopes and dreams dashed is a very real thing. If you're trying to go into big business, if you're trying to invade into a space that's owned by a billionaire, you know what I mean. Discipline and punishment for divergent mind. Wake up. Everything is a lie. So yeah, it's true. Like, if you have a divergent mind, if your mind just doesn't work the way that everybody else does, you're kind of cast out of society. Like, for instance, when I walk around in some places, I get stared at because of, obviously, I've got piercings and tattoos, and, like, I just don't look the same to everybody else, and I just choose to look a bit different, because that's just my style, and that's just how I choose and I feel comfortable being. So, and everybody else is kind of like, because you're kind of that little bit different, that little bit wacky to other people, it's kind of like you're diverging away from their norms, and it's kind of frightening to other people as they're not used to that divergent behavior. They're used to everybody following the sheep, if you know what I mean. They follow each other and try to follow their own trends, which is why like fashion is such a huge business, because making people conform to being sheep and following the same fashion trends is kind of important if you're trying to control a society, you know what I mean. But still, yeah, we have all of this that we can go into too, but that's just all self-explanatory for the most part. And let's finish this song. It's going to be such a, that's such a really evil picture of Patricia, man. Shit, mate. Let's keep going.
Open your eyes, open your eyes, wake up now. Open your eyes, wake up now.
That was so sick, man. I love that. It was like a breakdown, but not a breakdown, you know what I mean? That was so awesome, and that was such an energy burst. I'm just sorry that I'm like a little bit sleepy while I'm reacting to it, because I've just spent a lot of time in the gym, so I am doing my best. I'm hoping this video comes out okay. I'm hoping it does. I'm pretty sure it will, but like, it's just one of those things that you're not quite sure of till you listen to it back. And you see, either you killed it or you just fucking destroyed the video, but for me, I think I did okay, to be fair. Like I said, I love the aggression of everything else. Like, it's such a sick song. It's going back to their fucking murder metal, to their aggression, because Synlakross could have written any kind of song about like hate or anti-establishment or anything like that, but like the way she decided to write it was just about actually fitting in with what's happening today and kind of just making it all fit together and piece together really nicely. So you can take lots of thoughts and things to kind of push them all together and break them all down to such a point where you can see how it all connects to modern day worlds. There's loads of like metal songs about fucking like being against the establishment and that type of shit, but this is so very much focused against the rich and the powerful, and just being like, you know what, they don't give a fuck, and that's exactly true. But I enjoyed it. It was so sick, man. Thank you so much for doing this. Like, I'm so happy to get new Synlakross out there, and I cannot wait to hear the next and the next and the next one. The next albums after this short EP is going to come out is going to be ridiculous. I can't wait to see the return to murder metal, to the proper heavy, like, I mean, not maybe even like a more political style to Synlakross, but I don't think so. I think this was just a chance to have fun and just to kind of write something really focused on the establishment. But either way, man, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night, and I will catch you guys in the very next video. Until then, take it easy.